Alright, welcome back everyone to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. When we last left off, we had wrapped up Chinatown and the Giovanni. We had finally gotten the Uncooperative sarcophagus. And I'm sure we're going to get all the credit our boss can give us for this arduous task. But yes, we went through Chinatown. We tracked down Gary's agent. He finally let us know where the sarcophagus went. And after a fun little side quest with Italian vampires, we are back in it's Venture Tower, even though I keep wanting to autocorrect to Ventru Tower, the vampire clan. But yes, now it's time to find out what's in it. And hey, we got an old familiar face here. First, let's talk to our boss.
My Wunderkind returns. In my entire court, I knew there was only one who could have succeeded in this task. Finally, the uncooperative sarcophagus is ours.
Frenchman speaking German. He's confirmed for the Vichy.
Study and document all the markings of the sarcophagus. You've met Beckett, haven't you? Let's go take a look inside and see what the commotion around the city has really been all about.
All right. Before we do that, I need an answer. Are you in an alliance with the Kuei Jin? So yeah, this got dropped by the Chinese brothers that we fought at the very, very end of that quest. And we don't have a lot of context for that. They seemed weirdly insistent that there was some strange alliance between the Kuei Jin and the Camarilla. Obviously, he's going to deny it, but we might as well get it in print, so to speak.
What? Preposterous. No kindred would trust them, nor would they trust us. Did Jack tell you that? Because it sounds like you've been taken for a fool.
I was told by the Kuei Jin agents sent to steal the sarcophagus.
And you believed them. They've been trying to take over LA for years. It's a ruse, a falsehood, spread to undermine my rule and turn kindred against each other, thin our ranks. They are duplicitous, evil creatures. Did they not try to kill you?
It's always a little interesting what evil considers evil. Like Bertram said, none of us are the good guys here, but everybody thinks of themselves as a more reasonable shade of black, so to speak. But anyway, yeah, they did.
Insurance. They lied to you in case you lived through the encounter. They hoped to create dissension in the ranks, rumors. It's a trick older than you or I.
There's an interesting wrinkle to this, but more on that later. Anyway, I believe you. Let's open the sarcophagus.
What have you assessed so far?
Unfortunately for the Heralds of Doom, it appears we won't be opening Pandora's box. The markings, as far as I can tell, are of Assyrian origin. An extraordinary piece, but nothing earth-shattering.
I see. Then there is no good reason why we shouldn't open it.
Shouldn't. No. Couldn't. Yeah, that's the rub, isn't it?
Any mechanism for the lid?
I haven't as yet had a chance to pore over it with my fine-tooth comb. I think I have one in my bag.
Why won't it open, Beckett? And you, I thought you said it looked as if it had been opened on the Dane. I want it open! You and Beckett, figure out a way to open it. I need to know what's inside. I have other matters to attend to. Come get me when a solution has been found.
So, yeah. LaCroix's getting
the depths
desperate
to which
there.
I'll sink to prove others wrong. The young ones get so temperamental. Fortunately for Sebastian, is it? I'd already made up my mind to open the sarcophagus, if only to show the city that Gehenna, contrary to popular belief, has not begun.
What do you think's inside?
Put your ear to it. I'll shake it, and you tell me what you think's inside.
Okay, stupid question. How do we open it?
Fortunately for us, I know of someone who has distinguished himself in this field.
That guy in the historical network of the Pith Helmet? He makes learning fun.
No.
Oh.
His name is Dr. Ingvar Johansen, a professor of archaeology from Norway. He was the one responsible for finding the sarcophagus, and as far as I know, the only authority on its origin and design.
Oh god, stream stuttering every 10 seconds? Okay, hang on a second. Hey, Pecorino, good to see you. Just in time for us to have some fun Twitch problems. Hey. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's give it a try. Okay, so where can I find this, doctor?
Until yesterday, he could have been found in his suite at the Empire Hotel downtown. But when I stopped by earlier this evening, all I found was spilt coffee on a morning paper. Appears he's been abducted.
Not the coffee! That monster! Tell me you left some notes or a diagram or something.
I did find a pair of bikini swimwear, and a book detailing the origins of various Turkish dialects.
Fantastic. That's all?
I detected the scent of myrrh incense, which is usually burned in monasteries. Also, I found beach sand in part of a muddy footprint. Putting two and two together, I located a monastery near a beach in Malibu, where I believe hunters are holding Johansen captive.
Oh boy. Yeah, you figured all that out from sniffing around his room?
Actually, there were 2 hunters on the roof of the building opposite the hotel who were positively delighted to tell me everything they knew, provided I stopped dangling them head first over the side.
Clever. Alright, so hunters have this guy. What would hunters want with an archaeologist?
The hunters abducted Dr. Johansen for his own protection, or at least that's how they've justified it. He's being held by the Society of Leopold and used, quite ingeniously, as bait for Prince LaCroix's minions.
So yeah, we haven't seen those guys in a while, but those are the guys that showed up and torched Grout's mansion. Now notably, they didn't kill Grout, but they did try to kill us. Yeah, Society of Leopold?
Sebastian mentioned you ran into one of the hunters from the Society of Leopold some time ago. They're so secret a church organization, I don't even think they know if they exist. But essentially, they're murderers for Christ, or some such deity.
Right, so how do we get him out?
You'll have to go to the monastery and find a way into the tunnels beneath, where the hunters are holding Johansen. I'm afraid I can't accompany you, but then it's best you go alone. Too many of us might set them off, like fundamentalists on contrary opinion.
Yeah, like Jack puts it, staking for Jesus. Yeah, you're not going?
It's not that I don't love walking into the heart of danger to curry favor with the local magistrate of the hour, but actually, that's exactly it.
Alright, fair point.
I'd rather not get involved in the politics of it. Besides, I'd better document the sarcophagus before Sebastian's goon smashes it open.
Yeah, there's been some problems with Twitch tonight. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. You might need to refresh the page. Anyway, yeah, how do I get there?
I wouldn't recommend walking. Certainly,
thanks,
Sebastian's
Ice.
already
Alright, so
provided
that works.
cab fare. I'm sure he always spares no expense when archaeology is at stake.
Alright, that did the trick. Good to know, thanks. Right, I have a few questions before I go.
Excellent.
Anything else you can tell me about the Society of Leopold?
The Society, for the most part,
Oh,
knows
hey!
very little about us.
Thanks, Becco.
But they do know how to kill and torture us, and that's enough. Also, some of them exhibit powers that can make them quite formidable. Best not to announce yourself.
More on that point later. But yeah, you spoke of Gehenna before. Think the sarcophagus is part of it?
Well, if we open it up and the world ends, then yes. If we open it up and the world does not end, then no. I'd wager the latter.
Alright, have you learned anything else about the Thin Bloods?
How any sane kindred could think these poor unfortunates are an immediate threat to us is absurd. Most were afraid, or at the very least uneasy, around me. Tragic. Their desperation could very well hold the spark of revolution, however.
Uh-huh. Alright, tell me about yourself.
I've said quite a lot about myself already. I know even less about you than you do me. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
Alright, well, I started as a claims adjuster out of Akron, Ohio. Came in town on a convention. I chatted up this cute goth chick, I don't want to bore you with the details, and long story short, I'm drinking blood to survive now. It's been an adventure. But yeah, I appreciate your... So yeah, this is interesting. There are different tidbits you can get out of him, and I think possibly some skill points depending on your clan and skill distribution. So in this case, persuasion is our dominant skill, so we're going to try that option here. So yeah, I appreciate your interest in me. I'm fascinated by you.
Then I'll let you in on a little secret. Beckett may not be the name I was born with. Events always seem to unfold wherever I go, like Chicago a few years ago. Oh, it's a bother to explain. Either I'm pursuing fate, or it's got a bone to pick with me. Unless you've got further questions, I'd really like to get
bonus
back to
XP.
looking at the sarcophagus.
Small reward, but nice. Alright. No, that's all. I'll be back after I go to the monastery.
Remember, Dr. Johansen is an innocent. He has no idea we actually exist. Try not to put the idea in his head.
Alrighty, Roo. Alright. I don't know if there's anything else I can ask the prince. I'm gonna save real quick. Might be possible to hustle some cash out of him.
Did you find a way to open the sarcophagus?
Here we go. Getting the sarcophagus back was quite an expensive ordeal.
I can't have my protege looking plebeian, can I? You'll find I can be very generous towards those who serve me well.
Fuck it, hey, now we're talking. Did I mention I had to slink through sewers, Chinatown, fight a Samishi?
Point made.
Thank you. You made a wise investment. Now it's time for me to pay off. Alright. Now we roll. So yeah, we're going to be up against vampire hunters for this section. And actually, we are through the city hubs and nearly all the side quests. There's one last little collection thing for Gary. But going forward, it's pretty much just going to be one linear fight after another. Which isn't necessarily to this game's strengths, but there are a few interesting sequences. And some of the more memorable boss fights in the game. It's just kind of a lot of tedious running and shooting to get there. Anyway.
Money, right? Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
Thank you. As long as we're swimming in cash.
Hey, baby.
Where to?
I am going to do one of those collection quests real quick over in Hollywood. That'll give me an excuse to run back to the apartment, check my email, then I'll run to Santa Monica, load up, then we will go to... the monastery. But yeah, we're basically done with the hubs. And that's kind of a shame, because I think these are the strongest parts of the game, when you're sort of navigating the social landscape of Los Angeles, both the mortal world and the supernatural world. Alright, now, Gary was looking for a copy of his movie, Tap Hotel, which I believe is... yes. Here we go. Battered film canister, Tap Hotel, shuffle step. Right. Alright. So yeah, basically you turn in some stuff and he just gives these cheesecakey posters to fill your apartment, but it also a small amount of experience. Alright. So we throw the film canister into the mailbox. Step outside real quick, and by the magic of map transitions, we will have resolved the quest. Alrighty-roo. Alright. Cheat codes, huh? Enjoying the film, boss, but I think I've really let myself go over the years. Alright, this seems to be your bag, so here's the deal. Know that Toreador and Vesuvius, Miss Velour? Back when she was breathing, it was more like Miss Anything for 300. And I got a poster. We'll trade for a revealing photo I saw on Haunted LA. Alright. So that, I think, is the werewolf or, vampire attack photo that we got from the ghost hunter's apartment. Remember way back in the abandoned hospital when we fought that one vampire? But, yeah, there was a thing there. Anyway, success of a campaign is weighed by the commitment of your opponent. So a friend is still watching us and coyly giving advice about what to expect going forward. We have not seen the full Okay, yeah, there it is, yeah. So basically, the posters you get for this quest are just like these little pin-ups of the various girls in the game. That is Jeanette. That's it, okay. Photo of what looks like to be a Nosferatu. So we'll take that. I won't do the whole thing, it's just an example. I'll probably do the rest of them off camera. Again, it's kind of a tedious fetch quest, and the unofficial patch adds a few more things. That's actually what that fleshy ball that we found at the Zamishi mansion was. Just a few more things here and there to collect. Alright. So I'll take care of that. We'll run out to Santa Monica now that we can actually afford some guns. Mercurio has a really nice one for us. I believe it's ready now. It'll be more useful on the next mission, but it's a good idea to get it now.
My Vegas connection paid me a visit this afternoon.
There we go.
Dropped this trunk, and what do you know? Had a flamethrower, a few tanks of spare fuel. It's yours if you want it. But, ain't you flammable?
Everything's flammable if you're determined. Fuck yeah. Alright. So this is one of the best weapons in the game, and is a premier boss killer. It's expensive, and ammo is in short supply. There's not enough to make it an everyday weapon, but it is absolutely lethal against a few bosses we'll be coming up against. So we definitely want that. You also can't hold that much. Bernadette brand flamethrower fuel. Nice. So yeah, we want to... Yeah, basically, you can have one tank loaded and one tank in reserve, and that's basically it. And, you know, given how absolutely absurd this thing is in terms of damage, that's perfectly understandable. Alright. Load up on those. Load up on those. Alright, so yeah, that's the Stair Aug, that's the game's assault rifle, also a very good gun. That one we're going to hold off on, because it is very expensive. Desert Eagle. We can probably get by one more with the Glock. We'll want to upgrade eventually. What's this? Unknown. Right. Alright, dodge, that's it. Alright. Pump that up. Alright, Bad Monkey, No Banana. Handbook from l'Assassin de Roulin, a Quebecois terrorist organization hidden under an innocent cover. This manual holds the secret to dodging bullets, trains, and other projectiles. Raises your dodge talent. Alright, I'm going to ask our resident Canadian in the audience if this is a real thing that exists, because this sounds like something... this sounds like exactly the kind of thing that'd be made up. Canadian terrorist would be a fascinating thing, I'm sure. Exceptionally competent, but probably very polite. Yeah, that'll give us a little more breathing room as far as defense goes. You really feel the limitations in the hotkeys here. Flamethrower would definitely not be an everyday weapon, but we will want it ready eventually. Alright, let's motor.
Going somewhere?
For now, just drive. Off to Malibu. So yeah, they go by a little quick, but the loading screen blurbs basically tell us that the Society of Leopold goes back in one form of another to the Inquisition and even further. So these are absolutely fanatics who only don't look evil because they're fighting vampires. Like, we'll find out when we get inside that they are not very...
Greetings, Commander. Greetings, soldier. Anything to report? The Gladius Day has told us to keep a sharp eye. He thinks we may have some visitors this evening. Of course, sir. But duty, as always, is to protect the Brotherhood. All seems quiet for now. Good, good. Did he mention, what kind of visitor, sir? The only kind that matters, soldier. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Carry on.
Right. So yeah, getting back to Vampire Hunters, the game makes it clear that most of them are not all that knowledgeable about the world of the supernatural. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Ooh, okay, that was close. Speaking of not all that knowledgeable about the supernatural, Yeah, most of them are just a bunch of jumped up lunatics that just want the chance to carry guns and feel like a big man. But some of them do understand the world of darkness and the forces they're up against. And some of them are specifically prepared to fight the undead in ways we haven't seen yet. More on that when we get there. But suffice to say, we're going to run into our old buddy Bach from the from Grout's mansion. Anyway, I'm trying to keep a low profile here. I'm just going to sneak around back. But yeah, one thing I appreciate in hindsight. Alright, you will take out. I'll take that, thanks. But yeah, one thing I appreciate as part of that experiment with the Mandarin is that they test whether... These guys have an assault rifle? There's one. Alright. Free gun, here I come. Actually, hang on a second. I'm probably feet on this guy. Ah, shit. Need to be real careful. But yeah, I appreciate that the Mandarin's tests involved whether crosses work on vampires, which, as we discussed last time, don't unless you can manifest something called True Faith, which is a rather rare ability in the world of darkness, and isn't necessarily limited to cross. Oh, Jesus! Okay. Okay, alright. You know what? I appreciate that they're willing to hire blind guards. That's a very progressive recruitment. Oh, God. Inventory full? What? Oh. Oh, fuck. I remember now. There's a limit to how many weapons you can carry in a category. Hang on. Alright, so we gotta drop the shotgun. Just fine, it's the old one. Fuck! Oh, God. Ah, shit, shit, shit. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, yeah, this is a problem. But yeah, I appreciate they didn't notice me feeding on one of their mates. But grabbing the assault rifle is where they draw the line. Uh-oh. Okay, I think I might have been able to lose them. Well, they make convenient sources of blood. I don't necessarily want to kill every standing enemy here. Okay, that's cute. That one's actually trying to lean around on cover. The AI kind of recognizes cover. They are programmed to work with it and, you know, try to get around it. But it's not terribly effective. They basically just stick their whole body out. And, you know, you, the player, I don't think there is a lean button in this game, so it doesn't really matter for you. Anyway,
Lord, I pray now that you give me strength in battle, that I might overcome the hordes of Satan and his children, that I might wield the flaming sword of the Archangel and defend myself with your shield of faith, and that my victories are many and my wounds few, that I might further your kingdom here on earth. And if I meet death tonight, then let it be first that I cast a mighty host of demons back into the lake of fire whence they came, and then rest finally in the light of your glory. Amen.
There we go. Okay, password 3 letters, SOC. Wonderful. Alright. Top-notch infosec, these guys. Yeah, there's a lot in this game that feels like it only sort of works as intended and was probably some kludge of a solution that they had to stretch to implement. Alright, this guy we're going to want to take out. Oh, damn. What the hell's going on over there? Alright, hold on a second. But yeah, there's a lot of things in this game that... Oh, shit. Shit.
Stop right there!
Damn it! I can see the chat, Ivory. Is chat going through to the game, though? Okay, hang on a second. Son of a... Okay, back on. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Okay, I can see yours popping up on the stream now. So we're getting somewhere.
Stop right there!
Ah, I'm gonna want the clock back just a little bit further. Yeah, Twitch is having a moment. I can see stuff. I can definitely see the chat overlay here. Yeah, I can see I's message shows up on OBS as well. And I saw Ivory's message as well. What's this heat sig? Okay, this is cute. I can actually switch these things so between human and vampire. So I love they've thought that these guys figured they may have needed to reconfigure their defenses for a human intruder. So you know what? Why not? Let's have that. Let's have some fun here. Actually, I think this means I could just pass this. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Alright. You know what? That's actually a good point. They probably figured ghouls would be an issue at some point. Especially with someone like LaCroix, who absolutely would have a large number of non-vampiric servants. Alright. Oh... Damn. Alright. So yeah, place is crawling with guards. We want to try to be careful here. But our stealth is good enough that we won't be making too much noise.
Brother Grunfeld seems particularly uneasy this evening. Yes, LaCroix has begun to move more openly, and Brother Grunfeld grows impatient. Ah yes, LaCroix. As always, Brother Grunfeld focuses only on his old nemesis. Let us hope his fanaticism best serves the interests of our order, and not merely his own unresolved grievances.
That spark
Are you
is.
mad? Brother Grunfeld will not tolerate such insubordination. Hold your tongue. You know upon whose direct authority he acts? Yes, I know. Far be it from me to question the edict of the Holy See. You would do best to remember your place. Brother Grunfeld is a faithful warrior. He has battled Satan's spawn for longer than you've been alive. Then I pray the Lord grant me the same years to fight in his army. Amen.
So yeah, these guys are all fanatics. Not all of them are going to manifest true faith. But Bach is an old soldier. He's been doing this for a while, and he absolutely will be a problem when we get to him. Alright. So let him pass. We did pick up a journal. There's one other thing in here we want to pick up, and I think it's a skill book for guns. Here we go. Here we go. The journal is inscribed with the initials GB. We've tracked LaCroix to his Los Angeles. He has made his lair in the penthouse of the Venture Tower, hiding behind some legitimate business front while commanding his legion of demons by cover of night. I pray to the Lord for strength in the coming days. That there is a shadow that hangs over my heart like the dark wings of Lucifer himself. It is not LaCroix I fear, nor his underlings, but there is fear in my heart nonetheless. An ancient evil is stirring. May God grant me the strength to overcome it. Woke up this morning. The sun on my face was little comfort. We lost 3 of the brethren last night in a fierce battle with some hellspawn. Minions of the vampire we know as Alistair Grout. We've been unable to find his lair, but it is only a matter of time. May God have mercy on the souls of our brethren. The mystery surrounding the uncooperative sarcophagus and the massacre on the Elizabeth Dane has my superiors troubled. I have been told to expect a package in the mail that may be helpful in shedding some light on this artifact. Its arrival seems convenient in light of LaCroix's recent arrival. Something is amiss, yet I cannot see what machinations are in play. I will wait and have faith that the Lord will see us through. We finally found the lair of Alistair Grout, but it seems we were too late. The demon had already been sent to hell before I was able to dispatch him. I ran across a younger vampire who seemed unaware of Grout's demise. No doubt one of his sucklings come to visit his master. I took care of that demon, and destroyed the house. I thank God for his eternal watchfulness over me and the Brotherhood. Yep. There seems to be a great unease among the vampire brood here in the city. Perhaps the arrival of LaCroix was unwelcome to the rest of the damned? I know not, nor do I care. They will all burn, whether by my hand or the Father's. The incarnate sarcophagus was stolen today from the Museum of Natural History. The police report we obtained leads me to believe that the demon spawn were behind it, and the book I received yesterday from the Vatican only reinforces that theory. So yeah, further confirmation that he is acting on acting on higher authority, let's say. I know now that these may very well be the end times, and that the time of the final struggle may well be upon us. I dreamed of LaCroix last night, of his hideous visage burned to ash in a great inferno. May it be that this is a vision given to me by God, and that I will be the vessel of his holy vengeance. The years have been long, too long. Perhaps the soul of my father will finally rest in peace. Brother Kriegler reported a disturbance at the vampire coven we've been observing at the mansion in Hollywood. It seems there was a party, and that something interrupted their fleshly rituals. He can say no more of the matter, but I smell LaCroix's meddling hand in this. All the better. May the demons feed on themselves until the world is rid of their evil. So, a small amusing point here. You remember that the hunters were basically hassling the weaker, or less aggressive vampires in Hollywood. Like, they were staking out, if you'll pardon the pun, Vivi's Club. They were, following Ash. But they did nothing about the Samishi in the Hollywood Hills, who was, capturing people and using their flesh to wallpaper his home. Just a small little indication of their priorities. God forbid they go after something dangerous. Anyway, I had dreams of fires in Griffith Park last evening. I know not their origin, but I fear the worst. I received a letter from His Holiness, warning me that he is fearful the apocalypse is upon us, and that my mission has become more important than ever. I hold his words close to my heart, and will fight for righteousness until I am no longer able. So, something else in there. We may get to this tonight. More on Griffith Park much later, and kind of a retroactive hint that this man does indeed have some kind of power. I took Johansen from his hotel room last evening, and brought him back here to the monastery. I'm convinced that LaCroix will try to find him, as he is the only one with the knowledge about how the artifact can be opened. The brethren have been warned to expect an assault on the monastery, and they are ready to die for his glory, as am I. May the Holy Father bless us in these last dark days, and may the children of Satan burn forever in the hellfires of damnation. Amen. So yeah, mixed in with the fanatic rambling is some interesting pieces of information. And something to keep in mind as we make our way towards the end game here.
Who's there?
We might have to fight our way through here. Yeah, you have to wonder what these people feel when they actually go to World of Darkness Afterlife and discover it to be very, very shitty and distinctly vampire-free. Yeah, I feel like a lot of them would be lost for purpose. Like, they wouldn't quite know what to do with themselves if they didn't have this. Like, Bach in particular, you feel like he has nothing to his life but the hunt. Alright, yeah, I think we're gonna have to go loud here.
Who's there?
Oh, shit! Ah! The fucking bomb!
Right there!
you say.
But yeah, you figure, what are these guys... Oh. Shit. Alright, that's that familiar bug. I think what happens is, if you go into a quick load, holding down the fire button, you will come out... You will resume your game automatically firing. Very inconvenient if you have an automatic weapon, which is common in this game. Now, is there a way to turn? Alright, I think what we might need to do is just attack from an advantageous position here. So they're a little bigger here. Alright, that guy's got an automatic, but I think I can close the gap. There we go. Let's just let them stand down. Actually, hang on a second. Can we toss this and set that off? Maybe not. Okay, that's cute. That guy just goes right back to praying. He's like, eh. Massive gunfight, bodies everywhere, blood on the floor. It's fine. Not my business. I need time with the Lord. These guys have their priorities straight. You know what? You get to live. Practically speaking, I don't really have much quarrel with these guys. They just happen to have something I need. And that's kind of the attitude. What's our security at? Alright, now. That's kind of the attitude a lot of Kindred do have towards hunters, is that they're more of a determined nuisance than anything else, and they're safely ignored unless they're actively stalking you specifically. Alright, I think this is just a sequence break. Damn it! Alright, you know what? Hang on a second. Shit! Alright. Uzi time. Gimme. Oh yeah! Complete global exsanguination. Alright. There is some stuff upstairs. That goes outside. But yeah, honestly, I would be content leaving these guys alone. But for the whole Dr. Johansen thing. Jesus, that's a lot of guys. Because the way I see it, if they're causing trouble for vampires who are not me, that increases my odds of survival a fair bit. There's just no real way to steer them in a productive direction is the thing. What's this? Ah, something on the Incarnate sarcophagus. Vampire Apocrypha. 17.
Who's there?
Oh shit. Hang on a second, let's see if I can surprise this guy.
Freeze!
Damn it! Still some nasty recoil on this thing. Alright, we're just gonna have to be careful here. Duck and cover. Where's my sniper rifle? Here. Ah, shit. Okay, yeah. Sniper duels tend to end poorly. As mentioned, the weapons are hit scan, so the second they sight you, you're in oh, Jesus Christ. Although, you know what? I think I could just go this way. Hang on a second. I'm gonna try and get cute about this. Where's a tin of tuna? Here we go. Don't look this way, don't look this way. He's just there for his salary, pretty much. Alright. Hey, that actually worked. Alright, we'll wait for this guy to pass. Hopefully they'll still be in there investigating that can of tuna. Damn it! The stealth system in this game does not work very well, if at all. But occasionally you can make use of it, and we'll see if this could be one of those times. Alright. There we go. Alright. Those four can file on in there. That'll let me make for the stairs without incident. Son of a bitch, that guy had to turn around. Okay, here we go. Son of a bitch! Okay. Yeah, I know there's a skill book somewhere in here. Might be through the room full of dudes. This is a rare case where a melee kill is actually preferable if you can get behind an enemy close enough, because you don't always have time to kill an enemy by feeding before his mates catch on. Alright, nuts to this. Ah, son of a bitch. There you are. You also note that that dude was able to fire instantly and didn't visibly reload. Actually, he might be using the other rifle in the game. Yeah, the Remington M700. That is what Romero uses, and he gives it to you if you don't ask for training instead. Here we go. Art of the Quick Draw by Ned Niederlander. Awesome. I approve of the Three Amigos reference. There we go. Yeah, I think that rifle does have a larger magazine, but just not enough damage not as much damage per shot. Anyway. Okay. Vampire Apocrypha. Unidentified sarcophagus. Discovered by Julius of Gaul, 1068 AD, near Ankara. Ottoman Empire. So, about the sarcophagus. The origin of this dark and mysterious talisman is largely unknown, and is mostly considered a myth. If not for the etchings of Julius of Gaul, who first discovered and then subsequently re-entombed the artifact, there would be almost no historical record of the artifact, save for various unfounded legends of its evilness scattered throughout the writings of the Brotherhood. Historians and theologians alike have been unable to ascertain its exact age or place of origin, although the symbols and inscriptions seem to hint that the artifact is from the area of ancient Sumer or Mesopotamia. It has never been opened, and therefore any myths pertaining to who or what might be encased in it are total speculation. Vampiric origins have not been ruled out, although many scholars within the church seem to think that it may hold the remains of an ancient king, whose name so far has been lost to the ages. Let it be said, though, that the writings of Julius Gaul describe the artifact as being a nefarious and dread thing, full of some ancient and undeniable evil. He attributes the death of his scribe to the artifact, who, upon setting his eyes on it for the first time, began convulsing uncontrollably and promptly died. So, yeah, proof positive that it's vampires. Anyway, let's see. Here we go. Are we near enough at max? Firearms. We are, yes. Excellent, excellent. Just in time. Alright, range combat is at 8. Good. That should help somewhat with the recoil from some of our automatics. Still that thing. Alright. Now the place has been emptied out, let's try keeping a low profile.
Stop right there!
Okay. Well, that attempt ended quickly. Alright. You try to be nice. Some people just gotta push you. Alright, homeboy wants to look like the Highlander. Let's do that. Melee skills aren't great. But it is handy to have something that can stun lock a ranged opponent. Alright, I believe there is a secret down here somewhere. Well, quote-unquote secret. We need it to proceed. Ah! Here we are. Okay, that was me forgetting that fire and interact are separate buttons, and fire just immediately gets rid of the thing in your hands. Alright, downstairs we go, to where the good doctor is being held.